Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're exploring something pretty fundamental, uh, this sense that each of us has an inherent purpose.
Mm-hmm. A design almost.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
feeling, that there's more to our story than maybe we see day to day.
It's a really powerful idea, especially, well, when life feels a bit chaotic, maybe unclear.
Right.
There's actually a passage in Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, that speaks to this. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord.
Yeah, I know the one.
Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future."
And what's key there, I think, is the universality of it.
Absolutely. It's not just for, certain people. It's a promise, a kind of truth for everyone, for each life.
Because it is easy, isn't it, to get caught up in the daily grind
Oh, definitely.
and feel like your experiences are just random or maybe insignificant even.
But what if they're not? What if that unique mix your gifts, your personality,
And the tough stuff you've been through.
especially the tough stuff sometimes? What if it's all part of a deliberate design, pointing towards hope?
That's a perspective shift.
It is. And understanding this purpose, it's not always like a lightning bolt.
Well, it rarely is.
It's often more of a journey of trust. Trusting there's a guiding hand, even when you can't see the next step clearly.
Trusting the architect, maybe, even without the full blueprint.
That's a perfect way to put it. Trusting the architect. It takes off some pressure, doesn't it?
It really does. The pressure to have it all figured out right now.
Frankly.
There's a story that kind of illustrates this. A former fashion executive based in Milan.
Ah, okay.
Fairly recently, actually, around 2025, she made a huge change. Left a very successful corporate path.
Mm-hmm. Then what did she do?
She founded a nonprofit art school
Wow.
for teenagers who were facing really difficult situations, at-risk youth.
That's quite a leap from high fashion.
It is, but looking back, she realized something profound.
What was that?
All those years in fashion, which she once thought were maybe just about status or the surface level stuff,
Right.
they'd actually given her incredible skills. Management, organizing complex projects,
Sure. Logistics, budgets.
even visual communication. All things she absolutely needed to run this new school effectively.
So the things she thought were maybe less meaningful.
Turned out to be essential preparation.
Yeah. It's like those pieces clicked into place in a way she couldn't have planned.
Exactly. It really shows how sometimes surrendering to a path you didn't expect
Uh-huh.
can lead you right where you're meant to be.
That's powerful. And it's not just about career changes like that, is it?
No, not at all. Think about another example. A man in rural Kenya
Okay.
living with physical disabilities. Someone who may, in some circles, might have been overlooked.
That happens far too often.
But he found this incredible role as a radio host. Became beloved in his community.
Using his voice.
Using his voice literally to spread encouragement, hope, connection. And he talked about feeling overlooked sometimes, a feeling many can relate to.
Sure.
But he saw past that. He recognized there was a bigger design, a way he could use his unique situation, his unique gifts.
To make a real difference.
A huge difference. It just challenges our ideas about where purpose comes from, doesn't it?
It really does. It suggests purpose isn't always about, say, overcoming something the way we typically think.
Right.
But maybe it's about finding how your specific abilities, whatever they are, fit into the world, how they can contribute something valuable.
So when you put these stories side by side, the executive, the radio host,
Very different lives.
very different. But the common thread seems to be this idea that you are not random.
Not an accident.
Your life, with all its quirks and turns and challenges, it's not just chaos.
It feels intentional.
Yes, like
Yeah.
a reflection of, creativity. Divine creativity, maybe? Love, a calling.
That implies we have a part to play, too. It's not just passive.
Right. Engaging with that intention that's woven into our lives.
Yeah.
So here's something for you, listening right now, to maybe reflect on today.
Okay.
What part of your life, maybe something that feels small or difficult or even confusing right now, might actually be God shaping your purpose, even if you can't quite see how yet?
That's the question to sit with, isn't it?
It really is.
Think about your skills, the things you've learned, maybe the hard way, the things you're passionate about.
All those threads.
How might those seemingly separate threads be weaving together
And yet,
into something bigger, something meaningful that's still unfolding for you? It's an invitation, really,
an invitation to look again.
to look at your own story with fresh eyes and maybe a sense of hopeful expectation.